So we usually have this rapid fire session, a fun fact from our side.
Okay.
So
This is a technical one or the generic one?
no, generic, very fun, funny fact.
Okay.
Yeah, hopefully will not bother you with technical questions.
Because
So
technical, I'll take time to, answer.
yeah, nothing like that. Yeah. So next slide, please.
Okay.
So we are having a rapid fire with Pardot Prashant. I have to share one insight about Prashant. We searched Prashant photos in Google, in Instagram, in Facebook, even in Pinterest, and I think in everywhere in the social media, but we didn't find any photo from you. So I have to ping him and I asked him to send me a photo. So here is the photo of Prashant and here is the rapid fire with Pat of Prashant. So here comes the first question for you, Prashant.
Okay.
So your favorite trailblazer in India?
My favorite
Trailblazer in India?
trailblazer in India.
Yes.
To be very honest, there are many, okay. The very first would be my brother actually, because he was the one who, guided me to get into Salesforce.
Yes. Yes.
So,
People might not know your brother. Can you name him?
okay, he's Pratik Gandhi. Right now
Yes.
he's in Right now he's in Australia. So when he was over here in India, that's the time he actually, suggested me to try out Salesforce.
Yes. Great.
So
Great. So
that is, that is where my journey with Salesforce started. To be very honest, he was the very first one to suggest me this.
great. So whole family is in Salesforce industry.
And me and my brother only.
Yeah, that's kidding. Okay, another question. If you get a chance to spend some time with Mark Benioff, what specific conversation do you have with
uh, this I haven't actually done. Okay.
him?
Yeah, I'll take a pic and just shake my hand. No, see, I would actually, if I have to say, to be very honest, how this idea of Salesforce came up to his mind. To be very honest, I'll ask because recently, if I talk about like 4 to 5 years back, all right, when I graduated and everything, and I got my first job and everything. But during that time also, I hardly knew people in the Salesforce community working. All right, like. About the Salesforce platform. I'm pretty sure 5 years back, very few people knew about Salesforce. If I move a little back, when my brother started, so it was like, I think it's been like 6, 7 years or 8 years to him. So that time Salesforce was pretty new for everyone. So even like 5 years back when I was there in my college, it was like, okay, Salesforce, nobody knew about Salesforce. And I did my first job. I was like, okay, I'll try out Salesforce. And then as soon as I started, LinkedIn and everything, it was like everyone is crazy about Salesforce. So
It's
that
an eye
is,
opener.
yeah. So that is something I want to actually ask him, like how he got the idea to create this particular CRM, and how, like what's running in his mind right now, like because Salesforce acquired Tableau, Salesforce got exact target and everything. So it's like we do a forecasting kind of stuff. So I'm not sure, we don't even think about things coming into Salesforce, and he's already the very next day you come to know, okay, Salesforce bought this.
And
So that
today, today also there is an acquisition. I can't name this. Vancouver's. Salesforce
okay.
acquired Vancouver's.
So that is what because I need to know how he thinks about all these things. We are just all settling into dot marketing. Or even if I have to say about those developers, they are moving into LWC. They just came up into Lightning. They are moving into LWC now. You come to know, okay, Einstein is already there. Then comes your Tableau. So how that mind is running, I just need to learn that thing from him. To be very honest.
Oh my God, that's really great answer, Prashant. You want to think about its psyche, so that should be the correct thing you want to know about it, right?
Yeah. because I need
Yeah.
to, I think we all should think in, start thinking in that manner and reach that level. So because everyone is excited, okay, this particular product came, Salesforce bought this, and you are not even aware when, you are just thinking, and the next day you come to know, okay, it's already there in Salesforce. So
Yes.
how that mind is running, I just, need to know from him.
It's absolutely great answer. So your next question is in your chart window. If you can open the chart window and you can see, there's a tongue twister for you. You have to repeat this tongue twister for 5 times, at least 5 times. So I will
Five.
make it easy for you by repeating one time. The stump sat on a stump, and the stump and the stump. Sorry, I'll repeat it once.
But first you guys do it for 5 times, then I'll do it.
Stump sat on the stump, and the stump, but the stump. So it's to the speaker, so you have to do it.
Okay, let me just.
You have to be rapid as well.
A skunk sat on. Okay, a skunk sat on a stump and thung the stump stunk, but the stump thung the stump stung. I don't know. To be very
No
honest,
worries,
I
please
don't
go ahead.
I don't think I can do it.
No worries,
Uh,
please go ahead.
a skunk sat on a stump and thung the stump stunk, but the stump thung the stunk stunk. Okay, a skunk sat on a thumb. I don't think I can.
We both are really bad.
Arre. A skunk sat on a stump and thung the stump stunk, but the stump thung the skunk stunk. Okay, one done.
Yes,
Okay. A
this
skunk
one done.
sat on a stump and why people are chatting? Just wait. That answer is going up. I just need to. A skunk sat on a stump and thung the stump stunk, but the stump thung the stunk. Okay. A skunk sat on a stump and thung the stump stunk, but the stump thung the skunk stunk. Okay, this
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
people are
Thanks,
actually
Prashant.
chatting in this one, so it's going up, up, up.
It will go up and you will lost that.
Yeah.
Now Shibu is in
Okay.
worried position. He is like, I'm not thinking it if I should join next week.
Yeah, I think if you guys are going to do like this, Shibu is not going to join you. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but yeah, Shibu will join.
Who is suggesting all these?
We used to do every week with every session speaker. We used to do.
Okay, now another one came. Vivek has pinged one.
Okay. Oh, there are the tongue twisters coming from our audience as well.
Yeah, that is one.
This is not in our hands. This is
No,
from
no,
our audience.
I'm not playing.
Okay, let's go back to normal rapid fire questions. We have two more for you. So, if not marketing field like Pardot or marketing cloud, what will be the product you are very much interested
Tableau Marketing Cloud. If I have to say about Salesforce, then hopefully I'll be more into the Sales Cloud or the Service Cloud. To be very honest.
in? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So these are because these are the basic ones. The configuration part, I think I'll be into configuring these two.
Great. And most essential ones as well. Yeah. So your penultimate question, last
Yeah.
one. So your toughest certification till date and your next certification which you are going to do.
My toughest certification till date.
Yeah.
I would say Salesforce admin, to be very honest. I don't know whether it's the toughest one or the not, because that was the very beginning of my career. I was not aware. Right now, see, everyone is there to tell you, okay, read from here, do it from here, you will clear the certification, etc. Because that time I was not aware, and there was not very much proper guidance given to me. So I was like, okay, I used to do trailheads. Then later on somebody told me, Prashant, just go and explore the help document first. since you have done the the admin part in the trailhead modules and everything, so go to the help document, and from there itself I started reading, and I was like, okay, so this is where I actually need to start working on. And from that very point, when I did my admin certification, then it was like, as soon as I moved into the Pardot stuff and everything, so I was like, okay, the very best would be go through trailhead. And then I was like, I'll go to the help document again, because see, trailhead just gives you a basic, it gives you a story kind
Yeah.
of stuff. You might get lost into those stories. Okay, you might miss out. You might not remember a particular thing, because I usually don't remember, to be very honest. So what I do is, you give me a complete documentation. Okay, I'm ready to read that. I don't have issues reading a document. Like, it's a generic reading. I'll side by side I'll start making notes or something, or I'll just note down my terms which I can remember during um, my just before the exams which I need to brush up. So that is how I actually prepare. So it's like when I was giving my Pardot specialist certification or the consultant one, while traveling to the test center, I had my notebook in my hand, and there was some words like let's say there were I think a few words which were there which I was not very much clear on. So I used to write those words with the definition or what is written in the help document, and I just used to revise those words while commuting to the test center. So that was like 1.5 1 hour from my place. So that 1 hour was like, okay, because see, other terms I already know. I know I can if any question comes up on these terms I can clear. But those terms are like, I need to have at least a basic knowledge. If something comes up, I cannot just leave that particular section of my exam and just come back. So at least I should have an overview where I can create a logic and do it. So those terms or definitions you should always know. If just note it down. And if you're going to give a certification, if it's an online one, I haven't given any online one till now, so I usually prefer going to the center.
Great, great. So on a lighter note, we asked this rapid fire question and you give us a story.
Yeah, so this is something like these are some
Your
of the
journey.
practices which I follow during my certification time. So if anyone else follows some other uh, preparation kind of tips they have, they can always share with me, because I'm planning to do one of the certification, but I'm still learning about that stuff. It might take a little bit month or two time. I'm not sure how much time, but yeah.
Yeah. You are like a process guy. So you will go through a process, and you will write your own notes and all this stuff.
Correct. I'm,
Remembering.
yeah, so I'm not like I'll write everything, but yeah, those main terms which I'm not able to understand on the very first go. So it's like I don't always go through the documentation once. I usually go through the documentation at least like once. I'll just do a generic reading. This is the practice which I've been doing from school time, to be very honest. So we were actually in school, we were taught, okay, you just read it once, do it twice, do it thrice, you will be able to memorize those uh, things which are there, those notes and everything. So that is how I still practice that stuff.
Yes.
First time reading is like, okay, generic reading, whatever my brain collects, it's fine, because I know I have to come back again and read that documentation again to move grab other terminologies which are there. So that is how I practice. Go once, twice, thrice.
That's awesome. That's awesome. That's really great thing to do, because that will stay in our mind forever, not for that
Correct.
particular exam or that particular certificate.
Correct. So, because see, document, see, doing a certification is not very difficult, if I have to say. To be very honest, you have the help document, just go through it, you can do it. I did my
Yes.
specialist one in like 2 months, and it was like I started reading all the documentation one by one. I read all the differences which are there, what to use when, and that kind of stuff. Then I started relating all that stuff. And when you start implementing these projects, you actually come to know, you already are aware of those terms, but that is where you need to, look at, okay, right now I can use this, and then I can use this. So you start relating. Like, I'm also, learning marketing cloud. I've been doing it for like almost a year now. So when I started working on marketing cloud also, since I already had the background of Pardot, I knew the terms which I had in Pardot. So from there I started comparing when I moved to marketing cloud. Okay, so that actually helped me to, learn some part of marketing cloud very quickly. Those who don't have, those who are pretty new for the first time, it will surely take time. But once you start, exploring similar products, it's going to be very similar. Even if you today, if you give me any other marketing tool, okay, apart from Salesforce, if there is any like HubSpot Market or anything, it's not going to take me much time to, switch to those products or anything, because I already know the terminologies. It's just that, uh, those features name, they will change. Over here we have the
Yes.
engagement studio where we run those journeys. You move to the marketing cloud, it's the journey builder. So it's like you just have to relate and move on, relate and move on. So that's going to actually help you a lot.
That's really great, Prashant. This would be the best guidance to the freshers who are aiming for their certifications. So thanks for this insight. And your last and final question,
Yeah.
which is once again the rapid fire.
Okay.
So you have an option. You have an option. There is another rapid fire question in the chat window from Vivek. You can choose either that, or you can choose either the one which I have posted right. So I have posted. Can into a can and can like a can and can. So this is mine. So the Vivek one is, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if woodchuck could chuck woodchuck?
Oh,
It's up to you.
let me.
So do it for 3 times. I won't. I don't want you to bond. You are practicing
I'm not
inside you,
sure.
inside
I'm
yourself. You are practicing.
I'm still looking for like which one is the easiest or the shortest one. Okay, I think Vivek's one is quite shortest one. Okay,
Yes.
now a comment came. Mine is easier. Sesha likes to trouble the guest more. Okay. Okay, I think Vivek's one is small and, looks like an easy one. I'm not sure how it's going to
Yeah,
work
go
out.
for it.
Okay, let me just do it on. Okay, okay. So I'll do the Vivek's one. Okay, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? This works. Okay, how many times I need to do it?
Do it 2 more times. We
Two.
won't want to trouble you more.
Okay, how much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Wow, this one was easy.
Yes, yes. Okay, Prashant, thank you for having us. Thank you for this rapid fire, and with utmost grace, you have answered all these questions and tried these rapid fire questions for us.